Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and boy was I wrong. When these wide beam kind of wrap around your head headlamps came out, I pretty much dismissed them as corny, useless. I was really sort of stuck in the boxy, focused beam, kind of traditional headlamp world, and in fact Klein was too. This is the Klein wide beam headlamp. This is part number 56308, and it really changed my mind. The Klein company has a whole bunch of sort of traditional headlamps. You know, they're running the various ways you can design the little boxy ones. And then they came out with this. And it's actually impressive. It's different. It's a different, maybe not different from the other wide angle ones as much, or the wide beam ones, but a completely different kind of lighting. It's basically like a work light, like something like this that you wear on your head. Well, I thought these two were kind of similar that way, and I do use both these overlanding, and in fact I love these things for overlanding. Working under a car, changing a tire, using them as a camp light. And the reason is it lights up a work area. Well, this does too, technically, but not well. So if you're crawling around an engine, working on an electrical box, you're underneath a car, you know, almost anything where your entire work light area is less than, I don't know, easily less than 10 feet, maybe less than 5 feet, sometimes just a foot in front of your face. This is where this comes into play because it gives you peripheral lighting. The human eye can see, you know, quite a few degrees, whereas most traditional headlamps are a fairly narrow amount of light spill, so you have to look out quite a ways ahead. So if you're working close, you go in close, you can see, you know, just like on all our demonstrations, it actually shrinks down to a fairly focused beam, and that doesn't help a lot, you know, under a car trying to see what's going on because it's either too bright or too focused, too narrow. This one, once you light it up, let me go to, I'll go through the settings, it just lights up the whole work area. You can see that. That is huge. Now you're all probably saying, I know, I've got one, I love it, and you know, welcome aboard, finally. Took you long enough. But Klein, again, has really ramped this up. So it's got multiple settings. I turn it on by holding this. I've got a high, a full high here that's 575 lumens. I can tone it down to 410 lumens or drop it down to 210 lumens. If I go to the center, I have a focused beam of 220 lumens and a low focused beam of 120 lumens. And you can just toggle through those. It's water resistant. This has got a IP64 rating, 3 meter drop, and a big battery pack. That's one of the things that I shied away from on some of the others. I didn't like the way their batteries were. I mean, it was just not going to last, or you're going to be dumping double A's into it. This one here is USB-C charging, and you can see here, if you look close, we've got a 3,350 milliamp battery. It has a replaceable washable sweatband. That's kind of important. Little added thing here if you like carrying, you know, markers or pens or pencils, even two different kinds. You've got, you know, two different ways that you can clip things in here for a smaller one as well. Comes with extra clips, comes with 4 total. But overall, I started using this thing, and it was like a whole different world of lighting. I was thoroughly impressed. I'm sorry I dismissed these when they first came out. I wasn't the only one, because I know there's a few of you who don't have them yet. But if you're working in a kind of a confined area, something, again, when I play around with it, it will light up a small room. There's plenty of light. I mean, there's 575 lumens coming out of this thing, so it's nothing to sneeze at. But if you're working in a small area, it's like having a work light on your head. Everywhere you go, everything is lit up. It's not a headlamp with a focus beam, and it's not a work light that is fixed, and then you have to, you know, make the adjustments. So this now has moved into a favorite lighting solution. Just thrilled with it, and it's only about 40 bucks on Amazon, which is another screaming deal. Got reflective material on the back. I love the Klein orange. I know some of you You know, wish it was, I don't know, other colors besides orange, but I'm a big fan of Klein orange. It does show up dirt, but it's, I don't know, it's one of my favorite use colors for tools, for outdoors, etc. But anyway, adjustable headband. Seems like a pretty strong unit. So there it is, the Klein 56308 wide beam headlamp. And I'm sorry, wide beam headlamps. I shouldn't have been biased against you, but now I see where we're going. This is it. This is the future right here. And with that, Doc out.